Hey, today I'm going to show you a super cute Valentine's eye, and I can't wait because it actually turned out. Okay, so now we're going to get started. I always put tape on if I'm going to be doing big liner, which I am today because I am not steady enough to get like a perfect line. Some people are, I'm not. So this is like my little trick, is to put Scotch tape under so that I don't have any, I can kind of go crazy and don't have to worry about it. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is use my sandstone pearl as my base with a Sigma Precision Tapered P86. So this I'm going to put on my entire eye. This provides something for my other shadows to stick to. It cancels out any purple undertones on my eyelids, and I really like it for blending. It helps the other colors blend a lot better when you have something underneath as your base. So you can use this with your powder shadows as well. So I'm just blending that on with that Precision Tapered. I really like this brush. It's nice and big and fluffy. Yeah, so it's kind of fun to work with, and it blends the colors really well. So I wouldn't go out with just this color on. It's pretty pale, but it's a really good base color. Okay, so I'm just adding a little bit more on that side. Good. So the next color I am going to use is Mulberry, and I'm going to use just a base shadow brush. It's kind of like a wide, oh, did I lie to you? Is that what I'm using? Yes, I am. It's kind of a wider brush. Usually it's used for the whole lid. I'm just doing it up to my crease kind of with Mulberry, and this is my transition shade. So this is going to help everything else on this look blend really nicely. So you can see already that's something you could go out with just right now. Like you could be done with just this color. But I'm going to keep going because I want to be a little more dramatic for this Valentine's look. Okay, cool. So you can see that's toned down that sandstone pearl that looks super, super pale before, but it's showing the true color of that mulberry, which is one of my favorite colors. Okay, so now I'm going to take Cherry Blush Sense, and I'm going to mix it with that mulberry to make my own color that's a little more pinky red. I feel like it's a true Valentine's color, which is kind of fun. So I'm just mixing this on a palette. You could use like the back of like a Tupperware lid type thing. You could use just some wax paper, kind of whatever works for you. So I'm just dabbing that on, and I'm using a precision angled P84 from Sigma. And then I'm just using some windshield wiper motions just to get that up in my crease. And as you notice, I'm keeping that kind of the bottom part of my eyelid and close to the center a little bit clear because I don't want that red there. I'm going to be putting a lighter color there. So I need to add a little more redness to that side and blend this one out a bit. And it'll all kind of blend once we finish. I know that side looks a little darker, but that's okay. It's all going to work out in the end. Okay, so now I am taking the Pink Frost, and I'm taking a Sigma medium angled shading brush, E70, and I'm just putting it kind of on the inner corner and the base up to about where my pupil would end, and blending that into that Cherry Blush Sense mixture that I made. And just kind of tapping it to get a little more pigment on. I'm going to do the same with the other eye. And just tap, tap, tap-a-roo. Okay, so now I'm continuing that, but I'm going to use a little more Whisper Pink and Pink Frost. So Whisper Pink is just a little bit lighter, so I'm blending in with the Pink Frost, and then I'm going to go pretty quick here with the Whisper Pink. So that's just to make that a little more contrast to that Cherry Blush Sense that I did. So there's the Whisper Pink coming in. So I'm going to use this color on the inner corners of my eye, as well as I'm going to use it up above the cherry and into my brow as my highlighter. Oh, and I hate when my camera does that. It just decides it's going to adjust the color during my video, but it comes back. Woo! So I'm just making that contrast a little more prominent there. Sorry for the lighting at this part. Again, just brightening up that corner. And then up into my brow bone, the same thing. And blending it into that cherry color. Okie dokie, back into the cherry and a little bit of pink frost. So I'm blending this one just to make a lighter pink, just to do a little more transition blending. And going back in with that medium angled shading, just to define that crease a little bit more. And that's going to even that out. Remember at the beginning that one side was a little more red. We're going to even it out right here. Okay, cool, pumped. Okay, and then the last thing we're going to do for the pinks is the pink opal shimmer. And I'm starting this with my brush, and then I'm like, oh no, I'm just going to use my fingers. So we don't need a brush for this. I'm just going to pat this on just to get some shimmer right on top of where I put that whisper pink and the pink frost. And that's just giving me a nice shimmery look. Makes it kind of fun. It's a nice pink opal shimmer is kind of a nice one. Just to put over top of any shadow. Kind of spices up your life. Alright, time for liner. So I'm going to use Onyx, and I'm going to use, which is like one of my favorite brushes right now, the eyeliner E05 from Sigma. I find that it works really well and you get a really nice clean line, especially for big wings. So I'm following my tape. So this is where my tape is really coming in handy because I don't really have to worry about the bottom part of that wing being perfect, right? I can concentrate on the top of it because the bottom part's going to be straight when I remove that tape. And I have to hold my eye down. I don't know. I'm sure there's better ways of doing this. I find that otherwise my eye gets like way too twitchy and weird. So I am just doing that, and then I'm just going to color it in. And doing a big wing liner like this looks really good when you're using false lashes because it kind of blends the false lash band into your eyeliner. So it's kind of a nice seamless look. And I'm bringing that all the way to the inner corner of my eye. So I'm just coloring that in a little bit more. Again, yeah, I love this brush. It's like super pointed at the end. It has a lot of movement, which is really nice when you're doing liner because I find it drags really nice, so it's not really stiff. So I can get a really nice clean line. And then I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side. So again, I'm following that tape and then going all the way to the inner corner. So like, just depends what handed you are. I find with my left eye, it's easier for me to go out in, and with my right eye, it's easier for me to go in, out. And I don't know, I guess because you're doing the same motion then, right? But it works really well. You'll kind of figure it out. Doing wings is tricky, and it's taken me like a ton of practice to get mine kind of somewhat acceptable to go out into public with and not look like I'm going to a dance competition. So again, I'm just filling that in, making it nice and smooth. And I'm trying to even out my wings, which sometimes can be like the trickiest part, but I kind of feel like wings are like eyebrows. They're sisters, not twins, so it's okay. If someone is looking at you close enough to be like, your wings aren't perfect, then they're too close. All right, so I'm going to take this tape off now, and you're going to see how nice and clean of a line that gives me. Woo! Love it. I need to hold my skin there. Perfect. Love. Love, love, love how this is turning out. Okay, the last thing I'm going to use is my lashes from Lashes Everlasting. They are the aquamarine lashes. Love these ones. They're really big and bold, which I think go really well with this look. So this is the part that, oof, I should have cleaned these off before I started the video. So I still have glue on these from last time because these lashes will get you anywhere from like 20 to 25 wears. So, they still have glue on them, which is, I know it's bad, I know. Okay, so I'm taking my Duo glue and I like to put it on a Q-tip because I find this gives me a little more control and I don't end up like putting a huge gob of glue on my lashes. So I'm putting a little bit on that Q-tip and then I'm just going to brush it along the base of the lashes. So the only good thing about me not having actually cleaned my lashes is these lashes, once you put the glue on, should sit for about 20 seconds. So I'm going to let that one sit and I'm going to clean off my other lashes. So I'm just picking off that glue. And I know these are like really expensive lashes and I should be taking better care of them. But yeah, do. Okay. I think that one's almost cleaned up. That one was not as bad as the other one. This is real life, people. This is real life, no edit video for you. I just do it. This is exactly how I do my makeup. And it's just what it is, people. That's just what it is. Okay. Am I almost done here? I gotta be almost done. Yep. Come on, Danielle. Get all that glue off. I'm going to tell myself I need to clean these before the next time. Okay, I got it. Okay, so I'm going to put this same amount of glue on these ones. And then while they're sitting and the glue is setting, I'm going to be able to put my other lash on. Okay. So these lashes I've already trimmed down to my size. So we're just going to stick that on. So here's why that nice thick liner is really nice, because it just kind of blends in. And I'm just going to line that up, and then I'm squishing them in with my natural lashes. And it's white glue, but it dries clear, so I like using the white glue. I find when I've used the black glue that if I don't get it perfect, then I have black glue all over the place. So then it kind of ruins my eye look. Okay, so here's the other one. Same thing, we're going to stick that on. And squish it in with my lashes. And that's going to dry clear. So we're good to go. Awesome! There we go, and there is a Valentine's look for you guys. Thanks for watching!